It's a new league for me and many of you Blues fans. It's time for our League One predictions, and similar to the Championship. So, for the Championship, we looked at the bottom six, the top six, the three that go down, and the two that get automatically promoted. For the League One, we're just going to look at the top six because my knowledge of League One isn't great. I haven't had to look at League One, well, ever in my life because my team hasn't been there. So I do follow it occasionally, but the bottom end of League One I'm not too familiar with, so I'm not going to try and give knowledge on that because there's no doubt it will not be very good. Not that the Championship predictions are any better anyway, but I've been there for such a long time that I kind of know things about the Championship, whereas League One, no chance. So I'm going to focus on the top end. Make sure that you get your top six down below and who you think will be automatically going up. For me, this was quite tough. There's a few sides that I think will be in the top six. There's four sides that I'm quite confident on. Another that I think will make it, and then the sixth spot was kind of up for grabs. But I think going up could be anyone's, to be honest, automatically. And I think, like I say, that last spot in the playoffs will be tough to call as well. So I will give some honourable mentions to teams not here that I think could get in that top six, but I'm going to go for this. There is a bit of a surprise in there, but without further ado, let's get into our top six League One teams and make sure to like and subscribe. So we start off with our top six, and this is what it looks like. Obviously not in order yet. It could be, but it's not our order. So we've got Rotherham, Huddersfield and Blues, the three sides that have just came down. I think similar to my Championship predictions where I said all three sides that have came down from the Premier League will be in the top six. I'm the same with League One. I think the quality of them, the bottom three, will be too high for this division. Then we've got Bolton, similar to having Leeds, the playoff final losers. Peterborough got in there last season, and Lincoln, that's the bit of the surprise. They were 7th last season, so they were just outside there. Good manager. I think they could go one step further. It will be a big surprise, but there are a lot of teams vying for that space. And I think for me, although this isn't in order, I will say Lincoln for me are 6th. And I think you've got plenty of teams that could be there. Lincoln, Barnsley, Blackpool, Wigan maybe could be there. Wrexham, they'll have decent pulling power, so I know it's a bit of a big ask because they've just came up from League 2, and for me, the difference between League 2 and the bottom half of League 1 probably isn't too massive, but once you sort of get into that top 10 in League 1, that's where there's quite a big gap, I believe, in quality. So for Wrexham to break into the top 10 would be a very good season. That's why I haven't got them in my top 6, but yeah, I went for Lincoln as a bit of an outside shout. I think if anyone was to challenge them, I can't not look at Barnsley and Blackpool. I think it could be one of them, but yeah, let's get into who I think will be going up automatically. And there is a big surprise here, as my team, Blues, are winning the league. Now, I am no wizard. I don't have a magic ball, but I think we're breaking the points record. And I know I've had this debate plenty of times. A lot of League One fans like to say that it's arrogant to think we're going to go straight up. It's a very tough league. You don't know what it's like playing on a Wednesday night at Wickham. However, they use a lot of examples of previous teams to go down. Portsmouth have been down there for ages, only just gone back up. Derby had to spend an extra season down there. Sunderland were down there for a while. Bolton have been down there for a while. But I think the difference is those clubs were in poor financial positions We've outspent it. Last time I saw it was 22 of the 24 championship teams we've outspent. We've got the money, we've got the revenue flow, we've got the structure to our ownership. We've just pinched the young assistant manager from Spurs. We're going to be playing Ange Ball in League One. It's a completely different scenario to a lot of the sides, the big sides that have gone down and struggled. We are in... Financially, we are stronger than pretty much all the teams in this division 4 times over. I know Wrexham have multi-millionaire owners, but in terms of investment, our board has put in so much money, not just to transfers, but to the infrastructure around the stadium. It's been about £15 million that they've put in, at least. So we've definitely got the structure there. Whether it comes to fruition on the pitch is a different story, but if you look at our squad, the squad we've got as of today, a day before League One kicks off, is stronger than the squad we had last season in the Championship. And I think by far, if we had this squad last season, we'd have been mid-table in the Championship quite comfortably. So, for me, I think that we should really be winning the league. We should be breaking 100 points and 100 goals. And I think we'll break Wolves' points record. However, being Blues, will probably finish 17th because that's what we've been used to for a decade. I like to be optimistic. It's nice to be able to be optimistic for once as a Blues fan. We've got owners that care, so hopefully we can go and win the league. As for the rest of the teams, now, Rotherham, Bolton and Huddersfield, for me, I think they'll all fight it out. It'll be very scrappy for that second place. And I was very tempted to have Bolton in second instead. The only reason I've gone for Rotherham is every time they go down, they seem to bounce straight back up. It tends to be winning the league. However, I think that Blues are just too strong for Rotherham to win the league. But Steve Evans has done it in League One before, not necessarily been promoted, but has been very, very good in League One. He was at Rotherham previously, and I think they'll do well. I think they'll manage to pull through. They always seem to pull together and get it done. So, for me, Rotherham second, which means the playoffs. Bolton and Huddersfield, again, I think either of them could be in the top 2. Peterborough and Lincoln. I think Peterborough will be in there. They always seem to be in there. They always seem to bring through some good young players. And Lincoln's the outside shout. So let me know down below what your predictions are for League One. Hopefully I'm right in Blues winning the league. It'll be lovely to break some records on the way. We've already broken the transfer record twice for spend on an individual player. So we've done that twice this division already. So this pre-season already, sorry. So maybe we'll do it again. Maybe we get Stansfield. That'll be a brilliant day. Looks like Jordan James is on the way out, so that could help fund Stansfield. Let me know down below what your predictions are. Make sure to like and subscribe, and up the Blues.